if you drink intoxicants and you're wasted, you feel happy. The moment the hangover is gone, what will happen? Headache, wanting to throw up, and depression. What to do? Hit it again. Take a double shot. So this is what's happening, and this is exactly what Allah described in the Quran. Listen to this ayah. And whoever turns away from my remembrance, indeed he will have a depressed life, and we will gather him on the day of resurrection blind. Two punishments. In this life, you ignore remembering Allah, you indulge in sin, you will have a depressed life. Ma'ishatan banka. This depressed life is what every sinner has. TMZ. Go and watch any Hollywood or gossip outlets. You will find celebrities happy, enjoying, red carpet, the whole 9 yards. You think, life is beautiful. But you don't know how many of them die of overdosing. How many of them go to therapy. How many of them are addicted to Prozac, an opioid. For what? Ma'ishatan banka, depressed life. So every time you indulge in sin, this is what you're gonna get. And I guarantee you, and I challenge any one of you who would say, Wallahi Shaykh, I'm living a beautiful life. I commit sins and I do this and I'm doing great. I challenge anyone who can come and say this, even one-to-one. They'll stone you to death. Don't do it in public. But look at the good guys. Look at the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. His house was so tiny that Mother Aisha and the companions say that we could not stand up straight because of the low ceiling. Whenever the Prophet prayed in Mother Aisha's house, she used to sleep in front of him. So whenever he wanted to prostrate to make sujood, there was no space. So he would touch and poke her legs, so she would join her legs away from him. He makes sujood. When he stands up, she goes back to sleep. But how was their feeding? Mother Aisha used to say, we used to see the crescent after the crescent after the crescent. 2 months without food being cooked in their home, without fire being lit for 2 months. And what was your food, Mother Aisha? She said, water and dates for 2 months. And this is the Prophet ﷺ. Can you live on like this for 1 week? For 1 day? Where is the omelette? Where is the rice? Where is the beef? Where is this? Where is that? You can't. Yet, if you search, you will find that all the messengers of Allah lived such a life. Nuh and Lut, peace be upon them, their wives were kafir. Nuh's son died in the flood and was drowned. Look at Ayub. He was afflicted by an illness for 18 years, 18. And he's a prophet. One of us gets coronavirus for a week. Ya Allah, what have I done? Why is this? Why is that? Get a blister in his finger. He says, I can't play tennis. Why me? We have a tournament next week. And 18 years he was afflicted by this illness, yet he never complained. And all of those were the happiest individuals on earth. How can you be happy when you don't have food? When you live in a small house? Because they had content in their hearts. They were pleased with whatever Allah preordains upon them. They're happy with whatever Allah puts the qadar. Happiness, my friends, is not found in movies, in concerts, in music, in a joint, in a sniff of crack or meth or cocaine. It's not found in a shot of a tequila or a screwdriver or whatever you call them. It's not found in relationships, illicit haram relationships, a black book or a blue book where you have names and numbers and mashallah you're very happy. This is not the way of happiness. Happiness is not attained by collecting money, gaining money from mortgages. So many Muslims come to this country, they buy a house in mortgage, they finish it, or they buy two, and they rent it, and they buy 3 and 4 and 10, and their relatives come, mashallah, brother so-and-so, he's very lucky, he's very fortunate, he has 10 properties, he's living off the rent. All of these were from haram, riba. Yes, but he's mashallah very rich. Subhanallah. They will never ever taste the beauty and the sweetness of Iman, because real happiness is in authentic aqidah that is cemented by good deeds that follow the sunnah of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. Didn't the Prophet say alayhi salatu wasalam, he will taste the sweetness of Iman when you are satisfied with Allah to be your Lord, satisfied with Islam to be your religion, satisfied with Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam to be your messenger. You will find the sweetness of Iman if you find this content and pleasure of acceptance